What's up, Real World PDR? This is going to be a review I bet none of you expected. Make sure that you watch this one all the way to the very end because we've got a real surprise for you. Hey, what's going on, Real World PDR? So, as you know, there are a lot of door tools on the market to choose from. Some of my favorite being PDR Finesse, you've got your Blems, Drew's Tools is one of my new faves. But let's take a look at something a little bit different today. Today we're going to look at the new Excalibur door tools. They look a little different, they work a little different. Let's see what they're about. Excalibur's slogan is expect the best. Rick Hummert has been delivering that with all of his most recent PDR tools. When I saw this Sidekick door tool set, I was excited to try them out. They seem reminiscent of the PDR Finesse 226 door tools, but altogether different. Let's find out. So first things first, let's take a look at the obvious. That is a very unique shape for this tool. Kind of looks like a snake. Psst, psst, psst. So the reason that this is shaped like this is you've got a soft side for pushing and you've also got a sharp side for pushing. Now, sharp tip tools are all the rage right now in PDR, but they're not necessarily best in every scenario. Now, because of the shape, you do need the left and the right set to make sure you have access to both your soft and sharp, no matter which way you're facing. So what we're gonna work on today are these little door dings here on this Subaru. I'm gonna show you how this tool functions, what I like about it, and what I'd like to see improved. So this isn't necessarily a new tool design. PDR Finesse has the 226 rods, and they have the same idea. You have a soft side and you have a sharper side. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of them, but a lot of people love those things. What I wanted to see on that 226 was this crook get a little closer to the end, and Excalibur's done that. You gotta keep in mind, Rick Hummert is a tech himself. He makes tools that work for him, and he's actually a pretty great tech. So believe you me, if he's using it, it's probably a pretty good tool. So here are the two dents that we're working on. Nothing groundbreaking. This is not a tutorial video, but check it out. This is why I wanted that PDR Finesse rod to have the kick closer to the end, because this end here, you lose kick on the soft side. With that PDR Finesse 226, the bend was about here. So you can imagine how much of that rod, how much of that kick, how much drive you actually lose. Now, even with this tool, I would like to see it be about an inch longer. Now, on the sharp side, you get to take advantage of the entire kick, so you're gonna get that much more drive. But on that blunt side, I did find myself slipping on the dent a little bit because it's just kind of short. Still, the best one of these tools that I have used thus far. So with that slipping and sliding a little bit, you can actually take advantage of that if you know some stand liner techniques. At realworldpdr.com, I'm actually just going to discuss some of that. So the cool thing about this tool is I'm taking advantage of all the accuracy that soft side has to give me. So I'm not going to be able to get extremely accurate, but as soon as I flip this around to the sharp side, you can see I have a little crease, a couple little pits, and maybe a little ridge right here. This sharp side is going to clean that up, no problem. So the name of the game in PDR is keeping things clean, and this is the right kind of sharp. This isn't too sharp, but you can pinpoint exactly what you're going for and even match orange peel with this kind of sharp. We are going to repeat this process on the smaller of these two dents here, and you can see you get really great results with this tool. This, of course, is a fantastic idea, and overall, it's really, really nicely executed by Excalibur here. So one thing to mention with this particular shape of tool, now the 226 have the same thing going on, there's a bit of a trick on how to get it in the window. Obviously, it takes up more space side to side whenever you're going in the window, so to get it in there without having to cause a huge gap here, it's helpful to put it in and then rotate it down. That's how I found it's been easiest to get it in. Now, this is true of all tools that are kind of shaped like this. 226 was no different. So you put it in the flat side and then you rotate that tool. Watch it one more time, put it in, and rotate to your working position. With something like a Drew's Tools door tool here, slides right down in. So that is something that takes a little bit of getting used to. So I might be known for my brutal honesty, and that's why you're probably watching this. So let's take a look at the rundown. Okay, so as I like to do, let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly on this tool. So the idea of having a soft push and a bit sharper push, well, that's nothing new. Again, Don Cavanaugh and the PDR Finesse 226 rods had it a while ago. Even Stanliner has come out with a similar idea, but using an altogether different shape. So while this idea might not be brand new, what I think has happened is that Rick Hummer and Excalibur Tools have created the best version of it. For me personally, it's much more usable than 226 was. The sharp point is exactly the right kind of sharp. It's not overly sharp. And the rounded side does give you that nice soft push. Also, there's a cool trick you can use when working with crease dents with this, but I'll show you that later. It appears to be made out of 5/16 stock, which is excellent because I don't like to fight a door tool whenever I'm in the door. I wouldn't mind seeing it shaved a little bit, but really not that big of a deal. So if you're like me, you probably spend a lot of time taping the end of your sharp tip tools to make it a softer push. Well, if you have this bad boy, you don't have to. You do have to have 2 of them on your tool cart, so it takes a little bit of extra space, but it will speed you up. Now, what I'm not a huge fan of, and nobody is the A1 style ratcheting handle. It does give you good positive feedback when you ratchet that bad boy into place, but the handle itself is just uncomfortable and awkward to use. Lots of different companies have come out with replacement handles for that, but I would love to see A1 do a little bit of R&D and come out with a more comfy handle for us because they've got a lot of great tools with this style handle on it. So overall, here's what I think about the door tool from Excalibur. I really like it. There's a few things I'd like to see a little bit different. I would love it if the kit was a hair longer so that this soft side had a little more drive to it. Obviously, I'd like to see a different handle put on this, but that's gonna have to be an aftermarket purchase. Also, if it was a little longer, it's a very long rod to have such a short handle on it. If you understand that there is a trick to getting that into your windows, you're gonna see that this is a hell of a tool. You won't be taping up your tips anymore. You will have 2 instead of 1, so it is gonna take up a little more room on your cart. But I've said it before and I'll say it again, Excalibur tools have been one of my best returns on investment. That means whenever I buy an Excalibur tool, it pays me back quickly. I'm gonna give this Excalibur tool like an 8 out of 10. Absolutely worth buying. It's gonna save you some time. If you're okay with its little nuances, you're gonna love it. I think that Rick has put together the best version I've seen so far of this type of tool. I'd love to see a few tweaks here and there, but hey, that's just personal preference. So speaking of that, when you watch my reviews, what you're seeing is my personal opinion. Let's see if we can get somebody else's opinion. What do you think, Mike?
Hey, what's up, Jim? Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Listen, I'm going to be giving my take on the Sidekick. And over the past week, you'll see me doing different shots and different scenes, kind of testing it around. And even, heck, we even got to use it on a GTR as well, all around pretty much the vehicle. And I really like this tool. I'm going to tell you why, because it has so many different functions. So let's dive right into the review. These Sidekicks are from Excalibur Tools, a company that is really stepping up their game far as the different designs. Now this design is, excuse me, this, I was kind of stuttering a little bit. This design is somewhat like the 226's finesse, but what makes this really more unique is the kick on it, the heel right here and the tip that you see right there. Fantastic tool. I just used this on a GTR today, and it is tremendously, has a lot of power, has a lot of kick. You can use it for a soft tip and the tip, like I mentioned, it is about, well, let's take a look here. As far as the length with it, it's probably about 30 inches or so. I'm gonna get that in there. It's about 30 inches. If you take the handle off, which I'm gonna get to in a second, you're looking at about 29.25 inches as far as that. Now, it is made to go down quarter panels, down the doors, the deep part of the door, the lower part of the door. You can use it going through the wire harness. Shoot, you could use anywhere you can get this dang tool to go. You're gonna really appreciate both. Here's the deal with when I'm working with tools. I like to see more than one use, and this tool has 2 uses: the heel and the tip. Now, I am going to say, I'm going to reference. I've talked to Don Cavanaugh, and he was probably one of the first guys that I knew that he had something similar, not this kind of this torque, but like the 226, his design was a little bit more sloped, not quite just like this, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably one of the best up-to-date designs on the market. You're going to love this tool. The only drawback I had about this was getting it down the window sill. So you're going to have to make sure that you spread the window open pretty good to get it down there. Other than that, the tool has been sensational in different locations and how it works. The other thing, and it's not a big problem, but the handle is a little uncomfortable for when you're pushing this part right here, the ball. Now it is a ratchet system, so if you don't have anything, it's still a great handle. Let me just show you how it is one of the easiest ratchets to move. Okay, the only thing is, you see that part right there, that where you put the screwdriver head in there, that's going to dig into your finger. Look, it already dug into my finger a little bit, adjusting it. So this handle won't be staying on, as you can see, like right there. All right. So what I do, what's really going to make this tool even more useful and make it really shine to its full potential, is adding a Gorilla Grip to it with a little bit of an extension on it, as you can see. Okay. That tool, it just makes it way more comfortable, way easier to use. You get plenty of torque and push off of that, and you can add a T-handle too as well to it. It's just going to make it shine that much better. I mean, this is going to just give you more comfort with this tool, because you will need it. The longer the tool is, as you can see, the longer the tool is, the more leverage you're going to need from further out from the handle, and you don't want anything digging into your hand, so you want to add a little rubber ball at the end too as well, along with this tool. Again, it's going to be really stand out. The other option is that you could actually take these overlays that were from Anson B&D, and you'll have to take off, cut this plasti dip off, unwrap it, and then what it's going to do is just going to fit right in there. Okay. Put this on, and then it's going to fit more flush, real tight. You put your screws in from the other side, and now you got a way more comfortable handle as well. Okay, and it just makes it way better, in my opinion. It's strong. It works. Like I said, it's already saving on the GTR. You're going to see some more little bit of a review of how it works. So let's get right to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first I'm going to take this tool and I'm going to actually go through the wire harness through the back door, and it's a little bit narrow, so that's just why this tool is going to work really good. I'm going to use this tip like this, push like that on there. Yeah, it grabs it really, pushes it really nice and clean. A lot of good power. Once you get near a brace, this thing really can give you a lot of good clean power. It has more kick than the usual finesse, PDR finesse one. So if you're used to using that, you're going to have a little bit more kick. I wouldn't say too much of a kick, but you are going to have a bite with this one. Oh shoot, see? And you can slip if you don't have quite the leverage that you need. So just make sure, obviously I just did that. Wasn't pushing all the way against the panel when I was doing that, so that's my fault actually. But it does a really good job of pushing that dent out nice and even, where you're not creating too much texture into the paint. You do have to know what you're doing, so you don't really make unforgiving high spots. And what I mean by unforgiving is something that you're not going to be able to fix, or you'd have to color sand out. There you go again, man. I was just still getting used to this tool. do like the accuracy in it. Very good. So while John was working on this GTR, I come back because I am doing a review on this, and this is probably in the middle of a review or whatever it is. But so what do you think about this, John? So
I think that it is allowing me to get a lot of this repair cleaned up much quicker compared to anything else I've been trying to use.
Can you pull it out? Tell me how you're using it, dude.
Yeah, of course. His cart. And I was like, that looks like it'll do exactly what I need it to, because it has this soft backing here. So what we're doing is we're sliding it in and under, and I'm getting full, able to fully move it around here, and we're just slowly walking that crease around.
Can I see? Let's see it in use.
Yeah, that's the level.
Okay.
That's the one. I mean, look at the... I'm barely putting any force into it, and I'm getting the power.
You're getting the soft pushes, basically,
that I want.
The accuracy.
Yep.
Ah. Boy, we've been using all... Who says new tools don't work? Huh, John? All these new tools. Wow. Good.
Just really let me get in there. I'm glad I saw it, because I don't think I would have been able to get it as clean with other things. This was as quickly.
It's cleaning that out, dude. Nice.
And definitely, I think they come with a adjustable handle. It's a must.
You mean it comes with that handle,
Yeah.
but take it off and.
But I was going to say, it comes with that, but having the power with this has really made a difference, especially being able to palm this area, put this right there, and really get it.
I think he knows by now these handles are okay, but for when you first get it, but you'll want to upgrade your handle for sure. So you guys can tell that John's pretty pleased about using that new tool. I didn't even show him that tool. He rumbles through the tools as usual, and that's what it's for. Like I think I showed you the tool, but you just happened to pick up that one trying to look for the leverage. But that is called the Sidekick. That's what they call that tool. Okay, that's the Sidekick.
Appropriate.
But anyways, going back to who says that new tools don't work good, man. Look at I'm using 2 brand new tools, literally, that I just got. MTE, and then yesterday that came in with the declaration leverage tool. That is, without those 2 tools, I mean, it would definitely be a super big challenge.
Be dropping the bumper.
Yeah, be dropping the bumper for sure. Rick over at Excalibur did an awesome job at creating this tool, or making it unique, and it's different. It's completely different than the 226. Similar, but different. Different push, different leverage, different contact, and I really like it. So this is a definitely win. I highly recommend it if you're looking for something like this. You don't have anything like this, you're missing out. I'm not sure if he's got the shorter ones. This is what he sent me, but if he does, I would definitely want a set of those as well, in addition to this one. I'm Mike Toledo. I hope you guys enjoyed this overview and review about the Excalibur Sidekick. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Take care.